Hey guys, now this video quality is not going to be the same as my normal stuff. I'm just recording on my phone. Basically, yesterday, well actually probably this time yesterday, I was having my gallbladder removed in surgery. This video is just ready to talk about that. This is I guess day one of the recovery. I don't feel the greatest, in terms of the anesthesia, I feel more myself, like mentally and things like that. Physically though, the pain's there, it's really sore and tight in my abdominal, but it's bearable, the pain is. I've taken some basic paracetamol, which was over the counter stuff. So it's bearable, but it's the pain's there. But basically, I'm just gonna tell my experience. But I went down to surgery at 9 a.m. And then I was woken up. I don't know what time it was exactly. Maybe around about 11. Half 11, I'm not sure. I think the surgery went about an hour and a half or so. So I don't really know what time it was. I don't remember really anything. I don't remember being woken up. I have like flashes of memory. Like I remember being asked what my name was, if I knew my name, and then I remember being asked a couple of other things. Just little small snippets of memory from that time period when I was in the first stage of recovery. But once the anaesthesia had kind of worn off and I was stable enough to be moved back to the ward where my mother was, just to wait in the last period to go home for the next 5 hours or so. But I went through there, got out there, and they basically took me through to the ward I was in. The pain wasn't that bad. I believe they'd given me morphine, so I didn't really feel that much. It was just tender when I was moving around, like, sitting up straight and moving from one bed to another, things like that. But they wanted me to have some rest. I slept for maybe 2 hours after that. It's probably around about 2 in the afternoon. And then, they wanted to, they was checking my vitals, basically, like my heart rate, things like that. And then they was able, to drink some water. I needed to get hydrated. And then they wanted me to try and eat some food. That was probably around about 3:30. So I ate. They got me a sandwich and had black coffee with that as well. And it took me probably about an hour to eat the sandwich. I wanted to eat it all just to get it down me, but I couldn't eat it. I had to eat it very slow. After that, it was really just, checking my vitals, making sure they were everything was going nice and stable and where they wanted it to be. And it was just a waiting game, for me to get a bit more rest. For me to do a bit of walking around and go into the toilet to see if I could pass urine. I did all that eventually. And then the surgeon come over and had a chat with what happened in the surgery. And basically, he said that my gallbladder was, really bad. They didn't know how bad it was until they saw it, it needed to go. I don't know if, he didn't say it's one of the worst he's seen, but by the way he was talking, I'd assume it was probably a pretty bad one. He didn't really tell me anything more than that, so I don't really know, but that's been sent off to the lab to see if there's any problems with it, but hopefully that won't result in anything to do with me from now on. So hopefully everything's all good with that. They said there wasn't too much issue with everything. They just struggled to get it out because I had laparoscopic, I think it's pronounced that way, keyhole surgery, it's also known as. They just basically make 3 small incisions to use the tools and the camera and stuff, and then one final incision at your belly button to where they pull the gallbladder out of you once they remove it away from the bile duct and the liver. But yeah, you know, it's really weird when you actually go and watch some of the videos that are online of them actually pulling out your belly button. It looks like there's not a lot of room, and the surgeon told me that there was a little bit of difficulty getting it out. But you know, they got it out of me, and I'm here, so everything's fine. So yeah, you know, the pain at this point, you know, I've had some, like I said, some paracetamol. You know, it's bearable at this time. You know, it's not as bad as it was yesterday. It seems like it's getting better. I'm feeling more like myself, like I was saying, mentally more like myself at least. I'm able to walk around pretty much on my own. Like I can go to bed, to go to the toilet, things like that. I'm not able to stand up straight, not fully straight. Yesterday I could get around with a slight hunchback. Today I've literally just walked to grab my phone. Oh yeah, I just had a slight interruption there. But what I was saying, you know, I'm able to stand, you know, near enough straight. I'm hopefully that I'll be able to stand up straight by the end of the day, maybe this time tomorrow. You know, in terms of that's all I can really do on my own. Like I can't make my meals on my own, obviously. I've not had too much to eat. You know, didn't have anything after I got back home. Had a bit of porridge this morning. But, you know, that's it. I'm going to try and have a solid meal this afternoon, like a proper solid meal. Hopefully I'll be able to manage that. We'll have to see how that goes. And, you know, with fluids, you know, I've just stuck with water. For now, I've not had anything else. You know, everything seems to be going well. You know, in terms of the pain, you know, the gas is still there. I've been burping. I was burping loads yesterday. I was burping a little bit this morning, not too much. The gas is mainly trapped still in my abdominal and in my upper shoulder here. I believe that's gone down now because the pain isn't as severe as it was this morning. You know, I've burped a little bit this morning, so maybe that got that bit of trapped air that was in there. You know, it's just what's left in the abdominal now, and hopefully that's going to work its way up and out of me. You know, I suppose in the next couple of days or so. But, you know, in terms of everything, I guess, you know, I'm doing alright. And, you know, maybe I'll do another one of these videos. I don't know, to be honest. I don't even know if I'm going to upload this video, but, you know, I'm just kind of putting this out there to get my thoughts together, and let's just see how this goes. Yeah, catch you later.